Welcome to Jagdish Sheth School of Management, JAGSoM. Previously, IFIM Business School. Today, we operate out of two campuses, Bangalore and Karjat, Greater Mumbai. I will take you through the journey of JAGSoM and the way it is different from many other institutions. JAGSoM is the sixth school accredited by AACSB in India. There are around 14 schools today accredited by AACSB in India and only 882 business schools globally which are accredited by AACSB. JAGSoM made its debut in the QS World University Rankings in the year 2020 for two of its programs, PGDM Marketing and PGDM Finance. JAGSoM was ranked in the 101 plus band globally for the QS Masters in Finance program and in the 51 plus band globally for the Masters in Marketing program. JAGSoM differentiates itself in terms of grooming T-shaped professionals for Industry 4.0. The horizontal bar at the top indicates the foundation, the core courses which are essential to perform in the long term as a leader, and also very distinguishing factor of JAGSoM are the practice courses, which also is to groom our graduates as professionals with people skills which is required to succeed when someone reaches the top of the ladder. The vertical bar, which constitutes of the specialization courses, which is majors and minors, are the ones which is to groom our graduates as professionals with skills and knowledge which are required to succeed in the short run. A very distinguishing aspect of the T in case of JAGSoM is the sharpness in the T towards the bottom, which indicates the super specializations that our students do in cutting edge areas like fintech, martech, sales and service, banking, capital markets, digital business and analytics, and digital HR. Each of these super specializations are also with either corporate partners or with our international partners. For example, the martech super specialization is delivered in association with Darden School of Business at the University of Virginia. The sales and service super specialization is in association with the AIM Parasuraman Center for Service Excellence. The fintech super specialization is in association with ESCP Business School, London. The super specialization in banking is in association with Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, IIBF. The capital market super specialization is delivered in association with the Dalal Street Investment Journal, DSIJ. The business analytics super specialization is delivered in association with Macomb School of Business at Texas at Austin and also with INSOFI, while the digital HR super specialization is in association with Logarithm HR. The way the learning pathway of the students work, we use a unique pedagogy of learning by solving. By the third term, students start working on the research incubation projects where they actually start understanding an industry, a sector, and the kind of role that they would like to get in by working with the industry to understand their problems, which then they approach the industry to solve real-life problems. They actually solicit real-life problems from the industry, which we call the request for problems. In the fourth and the fifth term, students actually work on those problems which are supported by the industry to actually solve it, and then they enter the industry internship program, which is towards the fag end of the program. This actually creates a pipeline of RI, which is research incubation, the super specialization coupled with the request for problems, and then the industry internship program, which essentially is a pathway to career as per the choice of the students. The practice courses are very distinguishing feature of JAGSoM, and there are some very distinct initiatives. For example, the personality enhancement program, which is to develop our graduates as holistic professionals. The social immersion program, where they actually get exposed to people who are unlike our participants, which is also to impact the society in terms of being a contributor. The research incubation, which I talked about, is to create a solutioning mindset. The design thinking and innovation program is to understand how to frame and solve a problem creatively and innovatively. The effective execution program, where the students work in groups as committee members, is to learn the art of doing. The industry internship program is like the real world career lab, which is creates the right launchpad for our graduates to get into the industry. We have a very unique initiative where we start our program with an outbound leadership lab, where we make our students undergo the psychometric testing. They understand what their strengths are and they develop on their strengths. The interesting part is, throughout the journey, they are mentored by senior level corporate executives, which we call as the corporate mentoring program. It's about self-discovery and goal setting, leading to career winning. This is a very distinguishing aspect of JAGSoM. The other interesting thing about JAGSoM is the fact that our faculty are domain specialists and not functional area generalists. Within each functional area, whether it is marketing, finance, HR, analytics, or digital business, we have faculty specializing in specific subjects and domains. This helps our students acquire in-depth knowledge and skills in the domain in which they are interested in. The faculty have experience and expertise in their respective domains, either through rich industry experience or programmatic research and knowledge creation in association with the industry. Placements of our graduating classes has always been good. This year, the graduating class of 2021 actually got placed by the end of December 2020. The average salary was INR 10.21 lakhs per annum. The highest salary was 16 lakhs per annum, and the number of recruiters who participated in the process was 70 plus. Our graduates were mostly placed in new age roles, in new age companies, and that's the advantage of the location of Bangalore. JAGSoM distinguishes itself in terms of grooming T-shaped professionals for new age roles in new age industries. The super specializations in domains like MarTech, FinTech, digital transformation in partnership with top global schools creates that edge in our graduates, which is very different from any other school and is also highly valued by recruiters. The learning by solving integrated pathway, which is a very distinguishing aspect of our pedagogy, combining of three distinct initiatives: research incubation, the request for problems with corporates, and an industry internship towards the end of the program, which is 4.5 months long, which is 4.5 months long, creates the right launchpad where students and industry partners actually get to work with each other, see each other, and then find out which is the right match. Our practice courses, which are essentially won a number of awards globally, like the personality enhancement program, research incubation, design thinking and innovation, the social immersion program, the effective execution program, and the long duration industry internship are the ones which develop the essential skills which is required to succeed as a leader in the long run. JAGSoM offers programs at various levels, both undergraduate and postgraduate. Its flagship 2-year program, PGDM, has an intake of 120. Its specialized master's program in PGDM Marketing, PGDM Finance, and PGDM Analytics has 60 seats each, making the total intake of the specialized master's program at 180. The MBA program, which is a one-of-its-kind program, a dual city program combining Karjat at Greater Mumbai, our second campus, and Bangalore, is one of the few programs in India which offers a liberal professional curriculum and has intake of 60 seats. Our PGDM International Business Program, which is a pathway program for those looking for a career abroad in countries like USA or Europe or Australia, has got an intake of 60. This program is run in association with 3 of our partner schools, namely State University of New York at Albany, Rennes Business School at France, and Sydney Business School at University of Wollongong in Australia. The Bachelor's of Business Administration program has got an intake of 120, which is at our Karjat campus at Greater Mumbai. The school enjoys both rankings and accreditations at the international and the national level. JAGSoM is accredited by AICTE, and its programs are also equivalent to MBA as per Association of Indian Universities or AIU. It also enjoys the NBA accreditation nationally. It has got 2 international accreditations, namely ACQS and AACSB. As student composition is concerned at JAGSoM, it is very diverse. If you look at the graduating class of 2021, 45% of the batch constitutes of women and 55% are men. It has got widespread representation across states, and only 11% of the students comprises of in-state students, while approximately 89% of the student body are from various states across the country. If you look at the recruiters, mostly they are new age companies and consulting companies like KPMG, Arcesium, Gain Insights, Tata Consultancy Services, Motherson Sumi, BNY Mellon, Oracle, Grant Thornton, Numley, Metric Stream, to name a few. The programs at JAGSoM are fully residential, both at Karjat, Greater Mumbai, and at Bangalore. The campuses are well equipped with facilities like gym, swimming pool, tennis, squash, badminton, basketball courts, and also outdoor facilities like football, cricket, etc. Also, a very important aspect at the Karjat campus is the fact that there are clubs for mountaineering, trekking, which makes it a very distinct campus as compared to any other institutions in this country. What essentially makes a student to apply for JAGSoM? Number 1, global accreditation and global ranking. Number 2, a school which was fastest in terms of achieving 100% placement for the graduating class of 2021. A very high payback and return on investment, as the fees for the programs are essentially 12 lakhs for the 2 years duration. The curriculum and pedagogy is cutting edge as we groom T-shaped professionals aligned to Industry 4.0. Very strong network of international partners, and those partnerships are with top business schools from US, Europe and Australia, essentially because of the advantage of being a globally ranked AACSB accredited school. And finally, we have got a faculty which is domain specialists who are a combination of rich industry experience, at the same time academic scholars who can work with the industry. And finally, I think JAGSoM is the school which is emerging as a global business school from India. This is the only school probably in India which is led by an academic of international repute like Professor Jagdish Sheth, and the Pro-Chancellor of the university at Karzat, which is Vijayabhumi University, is Professor Parasuraman, who is one of the most respected academic scholar in the area of marketing and particularly services marketing. That makes JAGSoM faculty, JAGSoM board and the connect with the industry and the locational advantage of 2 campuses near Mumbai, at Karzat and at Bangalore. The kind of industry exposure that it provides makes the graduates very strong in terms of the industry linkages and also in terms of what is required to succeed in Industry 4.0. I think JAGSoM is the right place for those who believe in themselves, who are ambitious, who have a fire in the belly, and who believes that their learning potential can be multiplied manifold with the curriculum interventions and the pedagogy which JAGSoM offers. We welcome you to the JAGSoM family. All the very best.